welcome to Core and Clint's Gaming Hour, Episode 3. For this one, I'll be reviewing the game Wolfenstein 3D for the Super Nintendo. Now this game, Wolfenstein 3D, is based off of a PC game, the same name, which has become a bit of a cult classic, at least for early PC users anyway, because it's basically you play as a American POW who's trying to fight his way through a Nazi stronghold. So at least that's the premise for the PC game. But with the Super Nintendo version, they ended up having to edit out or censor much of the violence and some of the more overt references to the Nazis. But even so, it's still a pretty good game. And considering it's one of the first-person shooters to come out for any system, first real first-person shooter, it's not bad. But I do feel it's kind of disappointing though how they took away sort of the realism the PC version had. The PC version was really fun. Eat it. Oops. Let's see. There we go. As I was saying, in the PC version, this picture right here, it would have been of Hitler, but since this is on the NES, they sort of blur it, so you can't really tell. It's just some guy. They sort of remove a lot of the references to the Nazis because, well, they kind of had to, because they wouldn't have, if they kept the references, they wouldn't have been able to sell this game in Germany, so that's probably why they had to tone it down. That, and at the time this game came out, which was the early 90s, there was this big uproar over video game violence, mostly over the game Night Trap, which is a Sega CD game, and it really wasn't that great, but because of some of the violent scenes in that, it caused a big uproar, and after that, game companies had to be a little bit more careful in what they had to put in their games, and that's actually how the rating system started. So, yeah. Anyway, got past the first floor on this one. So, now every level in this game, there's a certain number of floors, and then you have to fight like a main boss. And there's like several. The first one for this level is what's his name? Hans Gross, yeah. That's his name. That's what his name is. You gotta fight him. He's pretty easy. The hardest guy, or at least the hardest guy I've had to fight in this, was the boss for the third level. His name's Dr. Scaz. He's a real pain in the ass for a boss, because in the last level, well, this game is a really fun first-person shooter, and well, if anyone has an old Super NES lying around and you want to have try this game out, I suggest you go and buy it because it's really fun.